am here today to bring you a Dollar Tree DIY with a Dollar Tree plunger and some flowers, and really all the other things you can add as much or as little as you like. So you'll need at least one of these ropes and some twine or jute and some glue, and that's all you'll need. And we're gonna make one of these like at Hobby Lobby. Isn't that beautiful? That wall hanging, that floral wall hanging is just gorgeous. And at Hobby Lobby, if I'm remembering right, it was $29.99, and we won't spend near that much making this beautiful decor piece to hang on our wall, in a doorway, for a wedding, for a Valentine's, for a party, anything that you want. So let's get started with that. So first we're going to take the plunger apart. So you just unscrew this end like this and remove this barcode. Gives it a little weathered look, and it looks more like a branch outside. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to mark everywhere that we want a string of flowers to drape down. Okay, so you can see the rod, or the branch, if you want to call it, because that's going to be sort of a branch, is about 16 inches, not including this end. And if we go in another inch or so, so about 15 inches, we'll have hanging flowers. So we're going to, on each end, we're going to put a flower, and we're going to cover up this these screw edges here. So we're going to go in, I would say, if we have about 15 inches, every 3 inches would be good. So we'll go here, and I'm just using chalk to mark where I want my hanging flowers to be. So we'll go here at 3, here at 3, 3 here, there, and then we'll be here. And that'll be about it. So what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the twine and we're going to tie it around here, and we're going to put a dab of glue on it to make sure it stays. We want this underneath what we're going to do on top up here. And then we'll decide how long do you want your flowers to hang, and how many flowers do you want on each string. So I would say a bunch from the Dollar Tree of these peonies, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do 6. So if we do 4 feet, that would be really beautiful. And let me measure it for you. Okay, so on your twine, measure 4 feet and then measure another 5 inches to tie around your rod here. So now I've got my 4 feet of twine, and I've tied on my first one. I'm going to put a dab of glue here, and this will be covered up. Okay, next what we're going to do is make our hanger before we add the flowers and everything. So we're going to take our rope from the Dollar Tree. This was $1. You get all of this. Okay, so we're going to take the rope, and we're going to tie it here on the end, and we are also going to put glue on it. Okay, so I'm going to measure that I want my hanger about this long, which is about 2.5 feet. So that would be 18 inches to 18 inches. Then as I tied this one, I'm going to tie this one here, and then we're going to weave it around and make a vine around the rod. Okay, once you have your knots, which we're going to cover those up anyway, you're going to take your rope and you're going to weave it around this rod to look like a vine. Okay, once you have that done, tie it into the knot you had here. As I said, we're going to cover that up. And go ahead and cut your rope. You want to put a little glue on that. We are going to hide that, but just so the rope doesn't fray. So put a little hot glue on that. All right, now it's time to make it look pretty. Okay, before we start adding our flowers, you want to measure how many flowers you want on each strand. And so I'm gonna hang this up so that we can see it easier, but let me just show you here on the table. So every 6 inches, I'm going to put a blossom. So I'm going to cut this off here, just right there. And then you peel this back, put glue in between, and that's what will glue it onto your twine. So what I need is my ruler, and I can mark it or just move my ruler. So I think I want to start up here a little higher. So I'm going to start at the 3-inch mark, and I'm going to put, now remember, hot glue is hot, and so I'm just going to put some in there between that stem and the flower, and I'm going to take it here and I'm going to glue it on. And just hold it there a few minutes and it will be so beautiful. All right, and then you'll go every 6 inches. So now I need to go at 9 inches. I'm just gonna, again, peel back my flower and put some glue on there. Remember, hot glue is hot. And then I put my twine in between there, like that, and hold it on. It's really gonna be beautiful, you guys, so beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back and we'll decorate the rod and our rope. Okay, once you've glued your vine on here, start gluing these little leaves that were left over from your stems onto your vine. You can cover up any little pieces, any little glue spots, any little knots. You can cut them apart or leave them together. And that's what I'm gonna do here on my vine. I'm gonna do it around both sides. Okay, so I did weave the lights around the rod, and I really do like it. And so when it hangs up, you really won't be able to see the battery pack. I put it on with some jute, and I'm going to cover it up with some flowers on the ends anyway. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do there. Just going to take some flowers from my bundle and glue them on the ends of each end of the rod, and then I'm going to take a flower and glue it at the top of my rope here, and then we'll hang it up and see how pretty it is. Okay, so here we are. That's with the lights on it. It looks really, really pretty. And it's about 4 feet. If you don't like the length, you can make it shorter, longer. But I used 7 stems of flowers, the plunger, the lights, and the rope, and some glue. So pretty. So I hope you enjoyed this video, that it will inspire you to make something really beautiful. And you'll give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.